Now, can you hear me? What's going on? Can y'all hear me now? I took my earbuds out. Is it working without my earbuds? Okay, great. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. It has been one hell of a day. I have been totally just wigged out. Hey, Lisa and Cherry. I've just been, hey, Arctic. I have just really been so wigged out about this young lady that was abducted um, from Hot Springs. If you watched my live earlier today, you heard me say that I was in Hot Springs just a week ago in the very same spot where this girl was abducted from. And if you took notice to the thumbnail that I posted, you saw my picture on your right and her picture on your left, and then I had the arrows pointing to each of those little awnings things. Okay, that's where I was at. The place on the right is Fat Bottom Girls Cupcakes. It was mine and my daughter's birthday, and so we went to Central and went to Josephine Toussaint's Wax Museum, and we got cupcakes for our birthdays there at Fat Bottom Girls. Well, right next door to it is Pour Some Sugar on Me, where Trynytee Case worked, where she was kidnapped from, right out there in front. Exactly the same place. Thank you, Cherry. Exactly. I was sitting out in front on those benches there that you can see in the picture, out on that sidewalk, waiting for my daughter to go get the car and bring it and come up there and pick me up, you know. And y'all, that just don't give you a good feeling. It just gives you the most, it has just given me the heebie-jeebies all day. Y'all old enough to know what the heebie-jeebies are? Yeah, I mean, it really scared me and really bothered me. And the good news is that she has been found safe. I know. And there's nothing new except, well, the new news to report is that she has been found safe. She has been, there is my child. Hello, my favorite child. Shh, don't tell your sister. She knows anyway. But anyway, you know, my oldest daughter and I, you've got my youngest daughter in the chat. Say hi to Shaughnessy. Um, anyway, she has been found safe. Um, she is at home with her parents. She's been questioned by police. They did recover the car. The car with the Tennessee tags on it. They did find the car. It is at the police station. And they have also got two people in custody that are persons of interest. And they are questioning them. There was a post that I had found earlier that was made that someone spotted two people in a white car being arrested at a gas station in my hometown. um, but it could not be confirmed whether or not it was these alleged abductors of Trynytee case. And I tried to call my niece who works at the jail, and I didn't get a hold of her though, and to find out. But we have since gotten the update from the 10 o'clock news that they do have the car, and they are questioning two people as persons of interest to try to get to the bottom of what happened and what went on. And that's really all we have right now and all we have to report. I don't know what to think about all this. Arctic and I both are just floored. We're like, this is home for us. So that, we just don't know what to think. Years ago, my friend Henry was a criminal investigator, and his wife was a juvenile probation officer, and their son was kidnapped from his job. And they first thought that maybe this had been, and their son was grown. I mean, he was a teenager, and they kidnapped him from his job. And at first they thought, that it might be related to them, and it might be someone, trying to get revenge or something on them. Come to find out, it wasn't. It was a sick freak who thought he was good looking and saw him in the store stocking groceries, and lured him out to his truck and said, "Hey, I've hit your truck in the parking lot," and lured him out there and kidnapped him. And he was held for several days. And the man who abducted him had no idea he had abducted two cops' kid. And once he found out that he had abducted a cop's kid, they let him go. They blindfolded him, and they took him somewhere and dropped him off, like not far from his house. But and they just let him out of the car, and he ran to a house and called for help. I mean, dear God, I'll never forget that. That was just a nightmare. And so, I kind of thought maybe that whoever did this might have saw how fast her story was spreading and the Amber Alert and all that, and maybe they decided to let her go. We don't know, because they're not reporting where she was found or how she was found. All they're reporting is that she was located and she was unharmed, and that's it. That's all they said. So we don't know, where or how or nothing that they found her. But I hope this wasn't some kind of wild teenage prank. As we kind of saw with the Sage Styles the other day, making it look like she had been abducted. I just don't, important thing. Yes, Arctic Fox, that's all I care about, is that she was found safe, and and no one harmed her. I don't know. This might have just, I kind of felt that when I said in my live earlier, I kind of felt like these were possibly local people from this surrounding area somewhere, just because of the little story that she made. Oh, honey, it was in Hot Springs. The girl worked right next to Fat Bottom Girls Cupcakes, where me and your sister and the Moo went and got cupcakes on our birthday last Sunday, a week ago. I was sitting there in the very same spot this girl was abducted from, waiting on your sister to go get the car. And you know how I am, Shaughnessy, and this has just wigged me the fuck out all day long. But I like I said, I hope that I hope this wasn't some, messed up prank. Maybe we'll get some more news. I guess it just kind of depends on the circumstances, really. And if they, end up arresting these two people that they're questioning, or, what happens. I thought that I kind of speculated that these were local people just because of the girl saying, my parents are at a condo here in Hot Springs. Well, my God, there are numerous hotels, motels, sleep cheaps, condos, all kinds of big, nice hotel, but for her to say condos, that kind of struck me as someone that knew Hot Springs, knew they could have said anything. They could have said, I don't know what hotel my parents are at. But the fact that she said the condos made me think that they're local. And apparently they hadn't gotten far, because they did get the car and they do have two people questioning. So we'll see. Now, whether or not that was the people that were arrested in my hometown that were spotted, I can't confirm that. I don't care. It doesn't matter anyway. As long as this girl is found, she's found safe, she's back home, she's, and yeah, Lisa, this will be interesting to, to get the rest of the details. Have they released any more details about Sage Styles and what the whole ordeal with her was the other day? I mean, that's a hell of a way to just decide you want to skip school. Is call your friend and scare the shit out of her and tell her someone's following you, and just drop your phone and backpack on the curb. And I mean, do these young girls just not know what kind of meanness is out there? I mean, it's just, that's the thing about these children that have gone missing. It wasn't even April Fool's Day either. Exactly. That's the thing about these young girls that go on missing and these children going missing is that, you know, they end up in bad situations. Oh, honey, mine in the chat room right now knows would never do that. I mean, she knows what it's like growing up with me. She knows what, how overprotective I've been, but she's always understood why I was so overprotective. And, you know, it these generations younger than me think they're invincible. I know. Yes, they do. You and I have talked about this. You know, it's just like the shit that Abby was doing. Um, you know, and how dangerous it is, and the places that these children and these young girls end up in. You know, as I was saying in my other live, it don't always turn out as fancy as things were at Jeffrey Epstein's crib. Um, you know, these young girls are beaten and abused and noses broken, and I mean they're just. When I went to Alabama to see my granddaughter born, I rode a Greyhound bus, and on the way back, we stopped in Birmingham, and I went to the bathroom, and I noticed this young girl at the end of the vanity from me. And I looked at her and I looked at what she was wearing. I thought, it's awful cold to be wearing that get-up. Is she on the bus with us? You have to go to sleep. Okay, Cherry, I will probably see you somewhere tomorrow in YouTube land, on the YouTube streets. But this young girl was standing there, and got word that Shannon music may have been located from one of her friends. They're still waiting on confirmation. Oh, okay. But I thought, well, is she on the bus with us? I mean, it's awfully cold to be wearing that get-up that she's got on. And ding, 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 I was having a blonde moment. And after I got back on the bus and we left, it dawned on me that this young girl was a hooker. And she looked no older than my youngest daughter at that time. Probably was not even 18 years old at that time. And that's how these pimps pick these girls up. These kids that run away, and girls that run away, or they get involved with these older boyfriends and meeting, these guys online and stuff. It's, things just aren't the way they used to be. And these girls end up in really bad situations that, should not ever be happening. Okay, y'all. In other news, so I told y'all I was not watching the Johnny Depp trial. But I did want to hear him on the stand. So, laying here, just all anxious from what was going on with Trynytee case, I was watching Johnny on the stand, and you really saw the real Johnny. You didn't see the character. You didn't see the actor. You saw the real Johnny. And you know, as I told y'all, I'm, as a lifelong Arkansan, as a longtime advocate for the West Memphis Three, if it hadn't have been for Johnny Depp and Eddie Vedder getting involved in that case early on, and for them to have the balls to use their fame and their platforms to stand up against Arkansas's crooked ass government and stand up for these three poor ass teenage kids from West Memphis, Arkansas, that they had been wrongfully convicted, they would have killed Damien Eccles and swept it under a rug and never batted an eye about it and not cared. So, you know, I mean, I have to be nothing but grateful to Johnny Depp. He admits to everything that he's accused of, basically the drug use, the alcohol, you know, and everything. But you know, as we know, Amber's no saint. And do I think they're both guilty? Yeah, I think they're a little both guilty. But I think that Amber is a whole lot more guilty than Johnny is. Let's just say that. You know, it's like I said, it's not because I'm a fan of Johnny Depp. It's not because I like him. It's the person that he is. And, you know, it's just the way that I think Johnny's a very complex guy. He's been through a lot of shit. He's been through, you know, had a rough childhood. I didn't even know if he was going to bring it up or not, but he actually did bring it up. They like provoking each other. Yeah. He talked about losing friends to heroin addiction. And if you didn't know this, Johnny Depp and River Phoenix were very good friends. And hey, Sleuth Mom! Johnny Depp and River Phoenix were very good friends. And Johnny Depp was inside the Viper Room playing a gig while his friend River Phoenix is out on the sidewalk in front of the Viper Room on Sunset Strip ODing off heroin. A kid that we had no idea had a drug addiction. He was the poster boy for no drugs and for go vegan, be healthy. You know, had no idea. And he died right there on the sidewalk on the Sunset Strip in front of the Viper Room. And his friend Johnny inside. I didn't, you know, I didn't know if Johnny would bring that up, but it was interesting hearing about his mom and going to his mom telling him to go get his nerve pills or her nerve pills or whatever. It actually made me think of, yes, Gigi, it is amazing news. Oh, isn't he a cutie? River Phoenix is just a doll. He was a doll and he had such an amazing career. But, you know, like, you know, when I was doing the Michelle Carter case the other day, and I was talking about Corey Monteith, and when, him dying, uh, and he, that's what he died of, is heroin overdose. And, it just, I don't know, that is, yes, y'all, my child's crying. Um, it, and Johnny talked about that. He talked about when he injured himself on a movie set, and he started taking oxycodone, and he said that was a snake he never wanted to get bit by, but he did. And so yeah, he went through, really, he got addicted to the opioids, oxycodone, yeah. And but it's not, it's not that, you're addicted to the drug, but your body develops an addiction to the drug. And your body, right, your body will, go into detox, and let me tell you, withdrawals are not fun. I've withdrawn off stuff cold turkey, and stuff that I shouldn't have withdrawn off cold turkey because it's dangerous. But that's just me. That's how I am. If I'm done with something, in the trash it goes. So, but yeah, it was, it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I don't think it's certainly not about money for him, but it has hurt him and his family, making these accusations against him without some proof. But I mean, I don't think he's fully innocent, probably. They're both guilty, but I do, as I said, I do believe she's way more guilty than he is. I don't know. Chauncey, you need to go over to Fairfax and go see him. You can get Molly Golightly's autograph. She's been going. Of course, her chasing that clout, She's the reality TV wannabe. Did y'all see her on Vinnie Politan? Did anybody see Molly on Vinnie Politan on Court TV? She made as much. Well, she has beat up her girlfriend at least two. Oh, really? I've heard she's quite the character. I've heard she's quite the bitch. I have. I've heard that Amber is quite the bitch. No, saw her in the back row though. Oh no. Vinnie Politan interviewed her, and she made as much of an ass of herself on national television as she does on her YouTube channel. You know how y'all know how she is. She what was it? She said, oh my God, this is all just so surreal. It's just so, my God, yeah, y'all gotta find it. It is. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Molly, come on. Oh, my Lanta, she don't care. Whew. She's bucking for Trisha Paytas's clout. I tried to like Molly. I did. I tried to like her. But then I just saw what a freaking train wreck she is. And I just saw that she was all about money and all about the clout and the fame and, you know, just ridiculous. You know, and I'm not surprised that the rest of the Heels group turned on her. But yeah, she made an ass of her. She's trying to break. Oh yeah, I know. She's been trying. Has more silicone than the damn PC I used up. Oh my God. And to think she's supposed to be a life coach. Like, I'm going watch one of her videos and you're going to hire this woman to be your life coach? I'll hire Kim Kardashian before I hire her. That's one life I don't want. They're going to have a stack of Tupperware. Oh my God. Well, we can have a Arctic, since you and I both live in Arkansas. We can get together and make some money, since we don't monetize our channels and we don't flash our cash apps. We can have a Tupperware party. Hell no to life coach. I will keep. Really? I mean, I just don't. I don't get it. I don't. I mean, I love having y'all, just my little small group of friends that I can be myself in front of, and, be truthful and be honest. And, I'm not trying to put on the dog for nobody. But hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people watch her. And they watch Benny. And they watch Ernie. And I don't get it. But, I mean, the girl can raise some money. I mean, hell, she can sell life insurance to a dead guy. I mean, that's one thing the girl can do, is raise some money. She did that fundraiser for Summer's birthday, and he's just going to cause a grease fire. Ain't that the damn truth? At least it'll smell good when they burn him. It'll smell like weed. Makes me think of that movie, Romancing the Stone, when they find that downed plane full of marijuana in the jungle, and they're weed and bacon, and they're burning that weed, for warmth or whatever. And Michael Douglas's character says, "We keep praising these critters." I know, I'm fed up too. That damn crazy critters and farm animals over there. That is a damn satire shit show over there. They're the ones that are putting out all this crap now about Rose Bly. Reused butter bowls. Yep. But yeah, and Michael Douglas's character says, "I'm gonna throw another kilo on the fire." She's like, "No, please, no more. I've had enough." Yeah, it's true. It's true, Arctic Fox. It. I don't get it. I really don't. But I don't get half the shit that's going on in this world today anyway. So, um, oh yeah, yeah. That's a total shit show over there. I mean, they're just making shit up to talk about now. I mean, how many more times can we rehash and rehash and rehash the statements that everyone surrounding Summer's case has made? How many times can we rehash what Candace and Grandis and Don and Hunter and Allie and everybody has said? We have analyzed it down to the core, and we still ain't found Summer. Prairie Garden. I don't listen to Prairie Garden. Lisa, I was brazen enough go live just alter go. Holly flows. I love you, Arctic Fox. I really do. Oh my God, you crack me up. Is my child still in here? Hello? Um, oh, hello, child. But yeah, how many times can we keep rehashing the same story over and over and over and over and over and over? And I don't get what's going on with BK. Why he has gone from 9.5 months of dragging every single creator with every colorful word in the book to now he's suddenly in with the good people, and now he's suddenly running a real investigative channel, and he's got people coming on his panel that have been doing work all along, and now he's trying to act like he's this big legitimate investigator, now that he's decided to turn on Don and Candace. You think he's afraid of going to jail? I don't know. That dude is more that dude is more bipolar than the weather here in Arkansas. Yep. Oh. And I don't trust him, and I don't I tried to like him too, actually. I did. I tried to like him, but that that constant about it's all scripted, a lot of channels. Yeah. It I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this whole new leaf is about. I figure he's probably using these people just like he uses everybody. To get more clout and all and whatnot, but I don't trust him. I don't want nothing to do with him. So I'm just gonna stay over here in my own neck of the woods and hang out with you fine folks. It's definitely safer. Shaughnessy, your brother's laying here sacked out cold. You see him? Y'all, I got hoarders on in the background. But yeah. I don't know what's going on. I just know I want to stay away from that silly shit. But have any of y'all actually looked into Rose's case? And eat hot dogs at your place. Orders its life story of my parents. Oh Lord, yeah. This show always inspires me to get up and clean. And but it's extremely sad. It is. It's extremely sad. So let me Shaughnessy, what is the hot gossip in the beauty community right now? My daughter here is she's an amateur makeup artist. She does really cool makeup looks and works at a makeup company, and so any gossip going on? What's going on with Jeffree Star? Oh, y'all got Ariana Grande's brand this week. Is it makeup or I'm assuming it's makeup, or is it skincare? He's out there, isn't he, Jeffree? Yeah, he's something else. Ooh, talk about some drama. Ooh, he's had his fair share of drama these last few years. Did any of y'all watch Shane Dawson's channel? My daughter was a big fan of Shane Dawson, and she told me he's still got okay. He ain't gone straight yet? Okay. Well, um, my daughter would watch Shane Dawson's channel, and she would tell me, Mama, you got to watch Shane Dawson. He's uh, does this all this stuff about conspiracy theories and stuff, and she knows how I love a good conspiracy theory. But then he, of course, got into the beauty world and got in with Jeffrey and did all that, and then one thing led to another, and he was canceled. So he released a new palette a little bit ago, but it's really random. Well, oh, I don't know if I want to say this on, okay, babe. I don't know if I want to say this publicly or not, but, Arctic Fox, I've been meaning to tell you this. When my daughter came to pick me up, my oldest daughter came to pick me up the other day, to go to her house for the weekend for Easter, we stopped at the gas station, and they have upgraded their registers and stuff. And I don't really know how to explain it. They had like, okay, like you got the registers here, and then you got like the little thing here where you run your card, your credit card or whatever. But then up here they had put in some kind of like a little sign thing. And I had the weirdest experience. There was a picture of two kids on that screen, and the little boy looked exactly like Monkey. And there was a guy in front of me, and he was getting playing cards, lottery tickets and stuff, and I'm looking at that sign, and I'm like, what the hell? And I looked, and I was like, but I don't know what it was. I'm gonna look again when I go back to that particular gas station, which is, it's not far from me, but I'm gonna look at it again and see if that comes up on that screen again. But that little boy looked exactly like Monkey. And I don't know. It was extremely weird. I just maybe thought maybe my mind was playing tricks on me. I don't know. But yeah, there was these two kids, and the little boy on there looked just like Monkey. So has anyone talked to Brandy lately? Just still the same. See where that woman saw the card reader looked weird and unwrapped the cooler off the top of the card reader. Oops. Let's see if that's it. It's possible it was a missing child thing. A lot of stations have advertising missing kids. No, this wasn't on the pump screen. It was on this little screen in front of the register. That's I don't know. That could have been, like I said, I'm gonna check it out again when I go back and haven't seen her. Oh, well, Smoke, what are you doing? I don't know how parents with toddlers do these YouTube channels. I mean, my dog is about as dependent as a toddler, and he's just always distracting me. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll let you know when I go back down to that gas station and look at it again. Like I said, my mind could have been playing tricks on me because you know, uh, some days I'm functioning on all 8 cylinders, and some days I'm functioning on about 3 or 4. So you never can, you never can tell. But well, guys, I think I'm going to snore loud. Oh, this one here snores like a grown man. Both your cats snore. Oh, um, Frosty TV has a white husky that looks just like my granddog, Shaughnessy's son, Apollo Creed. Yeah, found that out today. So pretty. Oh, this one does too. He'll shake the whole camper. But I think I'm going to. Oh, I'll have to send you a picture of my granddog Apollo. He's handsome. He's really, really handsome. And my grandcats, Zuzu and Michael Connor. And y'all may have saw my other grandcat. I was singing to him. His name is Phoenix. And he's just fat. I went in there in the kitchen and was starting on my Jello mold, and I looked, and it was laying in the floor, eating out of his bowl. And I told my daughter, I said, okay, I think it's time for an intervention with Phoenix. We're gonna have to do something. His fat ass is laying in the floor in front of his bowl, eating. Oh, you're welcome, Rebel Rouser. Yeah, I'm very, very grateful that this young lady was found alive and unharmed, and I want to know the rest of the story, and hopefully we'll get the rest of the story and see where this leads to, arrests or what happens. But yeah, it don't give you a very easy feeling when you're sitting in the very same spot a week prior to a young girl being kidnapped right off the damn street. I have had one other incident like this, And it was when I was in college. And the van that I had ignition problems. So sometimes it wouldn't start. Well, one morning I went out to go to college at ULR and tried to start my van, and it would not start for love nor money. So I just gave up and went back in the house. That day, someone rolled up in the parking lot on campus, and I would have been walking through that very parking lot at that very time, going from one class to another, rolled up in this parking lot and shot somebody. Drive by. Little Rock style. And, that just always weirded me out. So, it's just, we just have to be on guard at all times of our surroundings. And, we're just not safe anywhere anymore, it seems like. I don't, yeah, definitely. I said for that incident, somebody was looking out for me that day. Yeah, that was a very weird experience. I told you about the same happening a few weeks ago when I wanted to go. I already passed. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not safe. Hell, you couldn't pay me to go to the mall in Little Rock anymore the way that me and Grandma and Mama Ruby used to. Um, I believe in these interventions. Um, mm, yeah, yeah, I've had some pretty weird, things happen. But yeah, you couldn't pay me enough money now to go to the damn Little Rock Mall, and me and my mom and my grandma used to go once a week on Fridays, shopping and out to eat. And I hear all the time now about people getting robbed and all kinds of stuff at Park Plaza Mall in Little Rock. Um, you couldn't pay me enough money to work in Little Rock anymore. I mean, I worked in one of the worst areas of Little Rock, Southwest Little Rock, right there on University and Asher. Um, I was a shooter girl at a club called Joe's Big Bamboo. And, Lord, I've been shot at. I've sent people back to prison, to jail, tried to leave work one night and my car was in the middle of a crime scene. I mean, I worked in Little Rock in the height of the gang wars and in the height of the gang activity in the 90s. You can actually look it up here on YouTube. It's called Banging in Little Rock. It was a documentary that they did about all the gangs and stuff back from that whole 90s era and stuff. And yeah, it was pretty scary. Oh, you live in Virginia too? Well, you and Shaughnessy will have to talk, and she can, maybe you can go visit her one day at work if you need some makeup. You don't live too far away. I didn't think Fairfax was that far. You want a job where you get a gun pulled on you? Go repo cars? No, thank you. I've yeah, I've done my share of working in scary areas and scary jobs. I've even bounty hunted a couple of times. My former best friend was married to a bail bondsman, and when he would have somebody in my hometown that he needed to find, they'd call me, and off we'd go. Rolled up in these people's house one night at 10:30 looking for a dude. Yeah, people don't like it when, because bounty hunters don't have the same rules as cops do. Um, but I think it's 3 hours. But I think, okay. You know what? I'm thinking of Norfolk. I'm sorry. I'm confusing Norfolk with Fairfax. Oh, it was fun. It was fun on the few, bounty hunts that I went on with Buddy and Heather. But I even paraded around in front of some dude's house, walking up down the street about 10 o'clock at night. And I just, made it look like I was just out for walking for a stroll. And trying to catch this dude. But Buddy, God rest his soul, he's gone now, which means I can't ever get arrested now because I don't have I don't have a bail bondsman I can call. So, but I try to keep my nose clean and not get arrested anymore. So, but you're about 3 hours from Tennessee. You know, I really wish that worst trip on weed I ever had. I just got stoned off my ass. It was Christmas time. I was supposed to be off. Well, you know what's funny, Arctic? The first time I ever got drunk was in the 10th grade with my friends Stacy and Vicky, who had moved to my school from Hot Springs. And they took me Halloween weekend, and they initiated me into their alley on Central Avenue. I have a long history with Central Avenue, from where Trynytee was abducted. I have a long sordid history. But yeah, not only is that where I was when Elvis died, when the original Jaws came out, and where I was last week, that is the first place I ever got drunk. And Stacy and Vicky initiated me into their alley, and We were literally climbing on top of those buildings down there on Central. Those buildings are over 100 years old. And we were standing on top of them buildings. And then we were walking Central and stuff. And Lord, I hope nobody is a JW on here. But we had these two Jehovah Witnesses come up to us. And they were pointing over at these two girls, these two ladies standing on the sidewalk, and they were dressed up kind of fancy. I don't know if they were hookers or not. Just because somebody wears a mini, exactly, we were invincible back then. Nothing scared me. Nothing. We were standing there, and these two Jehovah Witnesses came up to us, and they were pointing over at these two ladies. And like I said, I don't know if these two ladies were hookers or not. Just because you wear a mini skirt don't mean you're a hooker. But they were talking to us, and they told me and Vicky that we was gonna end up just like them two women over there, that we was gonna be whores. And that's when Vicky went off. Let me tell you one fucking thing. She went off on these old guys. It was hilarious. So yeah, that's my I have a long sordid past with Central. That's one of mine and Shaughnessy's favorite things to do, is to walk Central Avenue. But I am so down in my back now that the other day, last week when my oldest daughter and granddaughter and I were there, wild inverted. Get the fuck off my porch. Oh Lord. You done Lord, you done made me forget what I was saying. Y'all crack me up. But yeah, Central Avenue is just a lot of fun. Shaughnessy and I went in one of the bathhouses, and we took all kinds of funny pictures and stuff. And I don't know how much y'all know about Al Capone, but these YouTubers be better about the Amish. They never will say. Oh, that, yeah. My back, I'm so down in my back that I just can't walk the way I used to, and I just can't, walk. I was having to sit down every other bench. And that's why I was sitting there, in front of Fat Bottom Girls and pour some sugar on me, waiting for her to go get the car, because my back had just given completely out and I couldn't go no further. And so but yeah, Al Capone died from syphilis. He went crazy and died from syphilis. And this was in the days long before penicillin. Otherwise, every rock star of the 80s would be dead. But he would go over there to the bathhouses for these hot bath treatments or whatever. Used to go to concerts 2 times a month in the 80s, 90s. Oh, yes. Those were the good old days, back when they were $15 a ticket. Now they're like $150 a ticket, and that's in the nosebleed section. Pop, come here. You want to come say hi to Sissy? Come here. You want to come say hi, Sissy? And my followers? No? Okay. But yeah, he $20 and you go down when the lights go out. Yeah. Lord. Barton Coliseum, G section. That's where all the kids from Benton and Bryant hung out. That's where we all sat. And Lord, between the weed and the PGA and punch, the hunch punch that we made back in those days, rot gut, kill you shit. And it just reeked of weed and alcohol up there. There's artists I would like to see, but their tickets are going. My God, who are you trying to go see that their tickets are so damn high, honey? Are you trying to get backstage passes too? Olivia Rodrigo. Now, you know I don't know who none of these people are. None of these newer people anyway, except for MGK. Maya's wanting to go to concerts. And Ashley's like, no way. Oh, she's like the new Taylor Swift. Oh, okay. I mean, it seems like I've seen her name, but, you know, I don't listen to anything past the year 2000 practically. I'm wondering if they, how many people are going to get on board. Oh, she's on the new High School Musical show I've talked about. Oh, okay. Ooh, the Eagles. You better be renting a bedroom in their house for that kind of money. Yeah, no doubt. That's just ridiculous. Like, who do these people think they are? I'm anxious to see if they ever get on the ball with doing the Motley tour again. If it's still going to be Motley Crue and Poison and Good For You. Oh, okay. I'm anxious to see if they ever get on board with doing the Motley tour and Poison and all that. Joan Jett, Gigi, Shaughnessy and I saw her over at Magic Springs in Hot Springs, and she is absolutely amazing. She is so good. And what was so sad for me was that particular year, Chauncey and I had season passes. So we went to several shows that year. And Joan Jett came and Lita Ford came too to Magic Springs. And you know, I'm a big Runaways fan. I love the Runaways. And, I wish that at least the three would get back to get would do something together. Joan Jett, Lita Ford, and Sheree Curry. Um, I don't know if they would choose to uh, do anything with the other guitar player. I can't think of her name right off the bat, but she's the one that came out claiming that their manager did during the week. We have to go to DC. Oh, yeah, that's not. I wouldn't really want you going to DC by yourself anyway. I may have to fly back up there and go with you. But whose drummer died? Gigi? Who's Oh yeah, Sandy. Yeah, that's what I was getting around. I was getting around to saying. I know that Joan doesn't want to do any kind of Runaways um, reunion because she won't do it without Sandy West. And when Sandy passed away and everything. No, it's I can't think of her name right off the top of my. But anyway, she's the one that came out and said that their manager had done something to her, and that Cherie and Joan and Lita just stood there and did nothing. And of course, she was one of these that didn't make the accusations until after the person died. So, you don't know how. Do I believe it happened? I probably, most likely, it did happen because he was a weird character. Um, but it didn't sit too well with Joan and Cherie and Lita, um, that she had come out. God, her name's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think. Her name starts with a J. Um, but yeah, they weren't too happy when she came out with that whole story. Um, Kind of during the whole Me Too movement that was going on. So, but yeah, I mean, they're both amazing as Jackie. Yeah, Jackie Fultz. Um, it was amazing to see them both as, solo artists. Lita, as y'all know, Lita, way back in her days of the Runaways, dated my favorite person in the world, Nikki Sixx. And Nikki had wrote a new song for her that she performed at that show, and you could tell it was a Nikki song. You could tell. He just has a specific way of writing. He wrote all of Motley's hits, and just has a specific way of writing that you can tell that he wrote it. So, but oh, yeah, Joan Jett she's really good in concert. One of the best shows that we went to that year, other than Bret Michaels, was Chris Daughtry. Chris Daughtry puts on a hell of a show. I would love to see him again. I really would. Yes, ma'am. But y'all, I think I'm gonna call it a night and take my crazy meds and go to bed. Because like I said, it's been a long, exhausting day. Maybe we'll see tomorrow if they do any kind of follow up or have any, more follow up news on Trynytee case. And you can look for me or Arctic Fox or Sleuth Mom as well to bring y'all, whatever update we have on her. And hopefully maybe we'll see what the whole ordeal is. But I want to thank y'all all for coming in tonight. I've enjoyed the chat. I've enjoyed, talking. Just, I like these laid back chats where we just, chit chat about whatever and talk about whatever, that, we're not always talking about horrible stuff. It's, it's fun to just chat sometimes, and we all kind of get to know each other and see what, we're all, really like and about and everything. And but agree, yes, yeah. But I wanted to tell y'all, if there's any cases like that y'all would want me to talk about or look into or whatever, I'm more than open to do that. I've been following true crime cases for many, 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 many years, and there's, a lot of cases that I've done, real deep dives into, and then there's some that I'm not aware about. So, but yeah, we're definitely gonna do. I tried to get the Mo to do an episode with me this weekend, but she didn't want to, so she thinks I'm weird, that. She thinks my whole fascination with true crime is weird and creepy. But yeah, if there's anything y'all want me to look into, a case that I might not know about or a case that I do know about, I love talking about old cases, and that's like me trying to get unemployment to answer the phone. Exactly. That y'all, want to see covered or looked into or whatever, just let me know. Leave a comment, find me on Facebook, the Ruby Pearl Glamper, and we'll talk about it. Arctic Arctic Fox, I believe it was you that said you and True Crime and Coffee, I think, we're talking this morning about Darlie Routier case? Is that who you were doing a panel with? That's a case that she's got some stuff that is back in court currently that she's fighting to get some DNA testing and stuff done on, and I've never been sold on Darlie being guilty. Just like the West Memphis 3 case, the prosecution's theory and their narrative does not fit the facts of the case. So, I think this was a rush to judgment, and then they just trashed her character and convicted her and sent her to death row, just like they did Damien Eccles. Oh, Arctic's on his channel. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I'm getting off here anyway, and I'll probably go over and see what he's doing. He and I texted each other earlier, and I was letting him know because I was waiting on updates about Trynytee and stuff, wait for the 10 o'clock news and all to come on. But I'm sure I will see you all tomorrow. I love you guys. I love, this little tight-knit group, and I love you, Shaughnessy and Nicole. Hug my boys and my girl for me. Hug my Wolfgang for me. And I will see you all tomorrow. And please always remember to be the change that you wish to see in this world. As Michael Jackson said, it starts with the man in the mirror. Good night, everyone. Peace out. You got it, dude.